Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to this session. I am here to explain about project which I have developed using React and Node.js application with PostgreSQL database, which has functionalities like create 50 records in database with following columns, fields, serial number, customer name, age, phone number, location. Create a single page application to display the above data in table format with a search option. Create a column data has to display the above data in table format and display two separate columns as data and time. The search functionality will search the data by column name or location. There should be an option to sort the data either by date or by time. Open your terminal command prompt. Now navigate to directory which you want to create your project. In command prompt, type these commands to create root folders for your project. You can mention your project folder name here. After that, in command prompt, type cd your project folder name. After that, for backend Node.js, create a backend folder for your server code. In that folder, you can type in command prompt skidr okay, sorry, and folder pair, and keeping folder name with name as backend. After type command cd your folder backend server folder name. After that, in command prompt, install necessary root folders modules packages by typing command npm install express. Now in that sk project folder, now create a folder for front end React. Use command in command prompt npx create React app. Give your folder name. Now in command prompt, type cd the folder name, and now in command prompt, install necessary modules. Type npm install Axios. By using these commands, it creates a folders for the project like this. This is our project folder. For this for backend, this is front end. Now open this folders in Visual Studio Code. I am using the Visual Studio Code for this. This is our project folder sk. App.js is a front end used for React.js, and server.js is a Node.js. And I have developed this code for the React.js front end and for this Node.js backend. You can write the code in app.js for the React.js. First, we have to import the code. Start by importing necessary modules from React. React is used for building user interface, and is for used for popular library for making HTTP requests. Function components. The app function we have used. The app function is a React functional component. That functional components are a way to define React components using JavaScript functions. And we have used state hooks, use state and use effects. Use effect is a use effect and use state. Use state is a React hook used for managing state in functional components. That pieces of state are initialized using use state. Here we are initialized three pieces using use state. This for customers to store an array of customer data retrieved from server, and search terms stores the value entered by the user for searching customers by name or location, and sort by stores the selected sorting option either date or time. And for effect hook, we use effect is another React hook used for performing side effects in functional components. In this code, we used a use effect used to trigger data fetching from the server whenever search term or sort by changes. And we also use fetch data, the function, the fetch data function. The fetch data function is a function that fetches customer data from the server using access. It constructs a URL with query parameters by search option and sort by. Based on the current value of search term and sort by, upon successful data retrieval, it updates the customer state with the fetched data. And JSX, that return the statement contains JSX JavaScript XML, which is a syntax extension for JavaScript and used to describe the UI, user interface. We have a JSX elements. This is the input JSX first element, and select is a JSX element, and table is a JSX element. Input element renders an input field from user to enter search queries, and select element renders a drop down menu for users to select sort options, and table element renders a table to display customer data. Inside the table contains the table headers and contains table rows. And also we use the on change option. It is called as event handlers. The on change event handlers on the search input updates the search terms state with the value entered by the user, and the on change event handlers on the select drop down updates the sort by state with the selected value. Now here we are using map function, mapping the data. The map function is used to iterate over the customer's array and generate a table row for each customer. Inside each row, customer data such as name, age, phone number, location, date and time are displayed. And we are used to export. The app component is exported as a default export, making it available for use in other part of the application. Now we are done with the React.js for the front-end application. Now we are going to server.js for Node.js for backend. For the backend JS, we are imported necessary modules such as Express, CORS, and PG. PG means PostgreSQL. The module Express is a minimal and flexible Node.js web application framework that provides a robust set of features for building single-page or multi-page and hybrid web applications. It provides a robust set of features for building single-page, multi-page, and hybrid web applications. And module CORS stands for cross-origin resource sharing. It's a browser-implemented mechanism that allows a server to indicate any origins different in terms of protocols, host names, or ports, other than its own from which the unknown origin can access and load resources. And PG, PostgreSQL, is a collection of Node.js modules for interfacing with your PostgreSQL database. Now here we are set up with Express setup. An instance of Express is created and assigned to the app variable. Thus, the server listens on either the port defined in the environment variable, port or port 5000, if the environment variable is not set. Now here we are writing a code for PostgreSQL configuration. A connection pool for PostgreSQL is created using the pg.pool class. It contains configuration options such as user, password, host, and database and port. Here we have to give our user name of our PostgreSQL, and we have password for the PostgreSQL. We have to add to this server.js in Postgre configuration. And after the creation of database in PostgreSQL, we have to give the name of the database here. Now coming to the routes, now we are written code for the routes. A single route is defined for handling GET request. For this web application, we are only using GET request to customers. This route is responsible for fetching customer data from the database based on query parameters, search and sort by options. Inside the route handler function, the query parameters search and sort by extracted from the request query. A SQL query is constructed based on the presence of sort and search parameters. If search is provided, it filters results based on customer name and or location using operators for case insensitive matching. Sort by is provided, sorts the results either by date or time of the creation. And we have for error handling. Errors that occurs during the execution of the route handler are catched using try catch blocks. If an error occurs, it is logged to the console and a 500 internal server error response is sent back to the client. App.listen port is a server start. Now we are done with React.js and Node.js for front and backend. Now we have to access the PostgreSQL. First, we have to download and install PostgreSQL from official website. Once PostgreSQL is installed, open the PostgreSQL command line interface. You can usually find it in your system application. After the installation of PostgreSQL, search, open the SQL shell, give your password. Now in this SQL shell, type the command create database. Give your database name. After that, press enter. In the SQL shell, type those commands to create database and this create table for to create the table in the database. After that, we have to insert the values in the database. To insert the data, type this command insert into customers. Customers is a table name. We are inserting the values to the customers table. After that, it successfully creates a database and table and successfully inserts the values in the table. Now open the PostgreSQL. Now go to servers. In the databases, yeah, this I have developed. This is my database I have created. In that, go to schemas, click on schemas and go to tables which I have created, customers. Click on view and edit option, all rows. Yeah, it's displaying all inserted data. This is the data we have inserted in this customers table. We have created 50 records in this customer table. By using this get option, it can retrieve data from the database and give to our React.js application. To connect our PostgreSQL database to the Node.js, we have PostgreSQL configuration. We have to give our user name, password, and database name to link the Node.js with database. The successfully configuration, the get will retrieve data from our SQL database. The successful configuration with database, the React.js application user interface web application will shows the users columns data in web application by get option retrieving the data from the database And in that user interface applications, the web application shows the customer's data with the search option and sort date and time. By using search option, we can search customer with name or location. Let's check it once. After successful linking those applications, we have to run the server by typing those commands. It will live the server. To live the server, go to terminal, click on new terminal, type command to the front end folder. After that, to live the React.js server on web application, type command npm start. This command will start the server. And at the same time, go to server.js, click on now React.js server is successfully web packet compiled successfully. Click on command prompt. Now in JS, Node.js, to access backend server, type cd. This is my backend folder name. To live the backend server.js, type command node, give your file name server.js. Now it's showing server is running on port 5000 successfully. Now our server is running web application successfully. Let's check it. Yeah, this is our server localhost 3000 running successfully. And now this web application shows the search option. We can search by name or location, and sort option, and it shows sort by options. We can sort by date or time. This is the customer's server name, age, phone number. It's giving the customer's table. Yeah, for the refreshing, it's showing the customer's data. By typing customer name or location, it gives the results based upon name or location. And also we can sort by date and time also. Let's check. Yeah, I'm searching Suhas in search bar. Based upon the result, name, it's showing the customer name, age, phone number, location. And you can also search by location also. I'm search for Los Angeles. Based upon the locations, they're giving the Los Angeles locations. We have successfully developed a application by using React.js and Node application with PostgreSQL database. It is a single page application. It's displaying the about data in the table format with a search option and sort by options. We can sort by date and time. Our PostgreSQL database successfully connected with Node.js, and it's retrieving the data from database to the user interface. This is a data we are inserted in PostgreSQL by using search or search by name or location bar. We can search customers details and location, and also we have a filter option by sort by date or time. Now we have successfully developed a application React and JS application with PostgreSQL database. This is our React.js code for user interface, and this is Node.js code. In search bar, you can search by name or location. It retrieve the data based upon your search, and you are used sort option by date or time. I have provided my React.js source code and Node.js source code in my GitHub profile. So we have successfully developed a project React and Node.js application with PostgreSQL database. Thank you.